Welcome to The Perspectives of the Bible. Before we dive into today's topic, take a moment to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you never miss a message that can strengthen your faith. Today, we're exploring the path of perseverance, walking with Abraham. Abraham, often called the father of faith, exemplifies perseverance through his unwavering trust in God amidst trials and uncertainties. In Genesis, we find that God called Abraham to leave his homeland, promising him that he would become a great nation. This call required immense faith. Abraham ventured into the unknown, showing us that walking by faith often means stepping into uncertainty. In your life, when faced with challenging decisions, reflect on Abraham's journey. Are you willing to step outside your comfort zone, trusting in God's guidance? Abraham's story isn't just about obedience, it's about the persistent pursuit of a promise. In Genesis 12:1-4, we see God establishing a covenant with him, which required not just one-time faith, but an ongoing commitment. Many of us struggle with patience in our spiritual journeys. Abraham waited 25 years for the birth of Isaac, the heir to the promise. This waiting period teaches us about God's timing versus our own. How often do we rush our plans instead of trusting His timing? When you feel like giving up amidst life's pressures, remember that Abraham faced numerous challenges, including familial strife and tests of faith, like the sacrifice of Isaac. Each trial strengthened his relationship with God and refined his faith. Reflect on these moments in your life. Are there trials that are preparing you for the blessings ahead? In conclusion, walking the path of perseverance involves action, faith, and waiting on God. Embrace your journey with the same tenacity as Abraham. Your breakthroughs may be just around the corner. Let's delve deeper into specific lessons from his life and how you can apply these to your own spiritual walk. In our exploration of Abraham's journey, we turn our attention to the critical moments that reflect his perseverance and unwavering faith. Abraham, originally known as Abram, faced a monumental challenge when God called him to leave his homeland for an unknown land, Canaan. This was not just a physical journey, it was a profound act of trust. In Genesis 12:1-4, we're told that despite not knowing where he was going, Abraham obeyed without hesitation. This embodies the essence of perseverance, stepping into the unknown with faith that the path will be revealed. Consider this. How often do we find ourselves in situations where taking the leap of faith feels daunting? Perhaps you are facing a job loss, relationship struggles, or a health crisis. Like Abraham, we must learn to trust in God's plan, even when the road ahead seems unclear. His journey reminds us that every step of perseverance is an affirmation of our faith, reinforcing our spiritual resilience. Abraham's story also includes pivotal moments of doubt. For instance, in Genesis 15:1-6, he confronted God with his fears regarding his lack of an heir. Rather than scolding Abraham for his questions, God reassured him, reaffirming his promise. This teaches us that it's okay to voice our doubts. God desires an authentic relationship with us. Moreover, we see Abraham's perseverance during a lengthy wait for God's promise of a son. At the age of 100, Abraham became a father to Isaac. In Genesis 21:1-2, it states that the Lord was gracious to Sarah, as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. Here, we discover the beauty of waiting and the divine timing in our personal journeys. Sometimes God's blessings come after an extended period of trials, but the promise remains He is faithful to fulfill what He has said. As we reflect on these moments, let's consider how they translate to our lives. Are we trusting in God's timing, or are we allowing impatience to lead us astray? Abraham's path of perseverance is a powerful reminder that faith often requires patience, resilience, and a deep relationship with God, especially when challenges arise. As we wrap up our exploration of Abraham's journey, let's reflect on 3 key lessons that we can apply in our own lives. First, remember that perseverance often requires a willingness to wait. Abraham faced decades of uncertainty before God's promises came to fruition. This teaches us that while we might be anxious for results, faith often means waiting patiently for God's timing, which is always perfect. Second, surround yourself with a community of faith. Abraham didn't journey alone. He had family and God along his side. In our modern lives, we need to foster connections with fellow believers. Engaging in a supportive community can provide encouragement during challenging times, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Finally, embrace the process of growth. Just as Abraham evolved in his faith, experiencing highs and lows, we should view challenges as opportunities for spiritual growth. Each obstacle can deepen our trust in God. Practical steps include setting aside dedicated time for prayer, studying Scripture regularly, and being open to God's leading in your decisions. Sharing testimonies can also inspire and strengthen others in their journeys, showcasing how faith leads us through trials. As we take these lessons to heart, we can navigate life's challenges with our eyes fixed on God's promises, just like Abraham did.